Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's our last working Wednesday of the school year, and so we're going to focus on something that's really rather important. The audition. Now, before any of my technical or design friends get scared away on this, I do want to point out that while the things that are specific to an audition are not necessarily applicable to you, the tips and tricks on how to improve yourself in terms of presenting are, because as a designer, you're going to have to interview to get your job. You're going to have to go in front of a director or producer and present your concepts, your ideas, your designs. So you need to have some of these tricks in your bag as well. So, let's get moving. So, there are two types of auditions primarily, the cold reading and the prepared audition. Now, the cold reading is the one that the designer doesn't necessarily have to worry about because they always are going to have their stuff prepared. In the cold reading, an actor is given a piece of the script to perform. They may or may not know ahead of time what pieces of script will be available or what will be given out. And you are usually given a couple of minutes to look it over before performing, but sometimes not. If you can get those couple of minutes, do it so you can read it over, make sure you know what's going on. If not, you're going to just have to go with it and let your body just do what it needs to do, because the natural choice, the one that your body wants to do, is right 90% of the time. Remember that. Let your body just kind of do what it needs to do. Now, here's the thing. You can improve your chances at having a good cold reading by reading the script beforehand. If you can get a hold of that script, do so. Read it. Know who these characters are so that you're not going in completely without any knowledge. If you can't get a hold of the script and can't read the whole thing, look up a summary, look up a synopsis, look up a character list that has descriptions of the characters. Do as much research as you can. Again, knowing more will allow you to do better in that case. The other type of audition, the prepared audition, is the one that is shared between the design and the acting worlds, in that you are going in with something that you have practiced, you have rehearsed, and you have put together entirely yourself. As an actor, that may be a monologue, a scene, a song. As a designer, it's your portfolio, your concepts, your ideas for this show. You will have chosen this monologue or chosen what concepts or what past designs you want to present based on the knowledge you have of the show that you're going into. Just because you aren't being asked to read from it doesn't mean you shouldn't not do the homework I just talked about. Read the script. If you can't read the script, look up a summary. And that prepared one, you're going to go in there and you're going to present what you've prepared. In the actor's case, that's what you'll do. The director may ask you to try it a different way. If they do, listen to the note they give you, take a moment to think about it, and then use that note. One of the worst things you can do as an actor is get a note and then not do the note. It's not good from a director's standpoint. Now, on the design side, they will ask you questions, so be prepared. Don't go in there thinking that you're just going to present what you've got and go, because they will ask questions. They'll ask you about things like, why did you choose this in a previous design? Or if you were our designer, what is some of the stuff that you'd like to see happen? You know, be prepared to answer those kinds of questions. Have a knowledge of what you would do if you were the designer for this show that you're interviewing for, and know the stuff that you're presenting. And how do you know this stuff? How do you get your monologue better? You practice. You rehearse. The more you practice, the better it will be. And I hate the phrase practice makes perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect, but practice makes performance. You perform the way you practice. And that goes for everything. Not just theater, but everything. The more seriously you take your practice, the better your performance will be. Now, with that said, the other thing you can do to improve is have someone watch you. Choose a trusted friend or family member to watch you as you perform your monologue or song or scene or present your designs and interview. And let them give you feedback. As an actor, they may say, well, you were moving your hands around like a Muppet, or you stood very stiff, or it was really weird because your eyes were going all over the place, which is something I have been called out for in the past. On the design side, they might be able to look at something and go, well, it's clear you know what you're talking about, but I don't understand this thing you talked about. And that may be true of the person who's interviewing you. The thing that I want to point out is that somebody watching something for the first time doesn't understand it the way that you do. So you need to make sure that you explain it, or you do things, or you perform it as if everyone watching it's the first time, because that's what it is. It's the first time they're seeing this. Know that. Use that to your advantage. If you do not have a trusted friend or family member who can watch you, you should still practice in a way that you can see yourself, so that you can see your personal tics and things when you're presenting. And the best way to do that is either stand in front of a mirror or get a recording going. If you can do that, you can see what you are physically doing, and then you can make adjustments based on what you see. A lot of acting and a lot of stuff like this takes place outside of a director's purview. You have to be able to work on yourself. That's the most important thing I can say about auditions, is you have to be able to do a lot of work yourself. And sometimes that work pays off. You get the role, you get the design job, and if you do that, congratulations, awesome. Go forth and do the work of the next step of the work. Do what you need to do to be successful. If you don't let it get you down. Allow me very quickly to present to you a short list of why people don't get cast. You're too tall. You're too short. Your hair is blonde. Your hair is red. Your hair is black. You have no hair. You wear glasses. You don't wear glasses. You were wearing pink the day you auditioned. The point that I want to make there is all of those seem very arbitrary. And sometimes it is. You will not know why a director or producer chooses you as the designer or chooses to cast you. You do not know why they chose anyone. You have to look at it as, I did my best. That's all that you can do. Is you have to go out there, do your personal best, and let them make the decisions they're going to make, because then it's out of your hands. Always give your best, and you can never fault yourself for that. Last thing before I say goodbye for today. Regardless, after your audition, after your interview, I will give you a piece of advice. Treat yourself. Go do something good for yourself, whether that's getting a milkshake, a burger, or buying that new game, or something that you want to do for yourself. Within reason, obviously. But, go out and do something nice for yourself, because you've just been through a stressful situation and you deserve a bit of relaxation for it. That's it. We'll talk to you tomorrow for our last Tech Thursday on the last day of school. Bye.